Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Speed Gaming Daily of A Link to the Past Randomizer. Today, I am joined by my co-commentator, Deep Fried 87. How are you today?
Doing good. Gonna be a fun one.
Yes, indeed. Today we have a mode called Lightspeed. It's a pretty quick mode, 30-45 minutes-ish. Basically, it's a full Uncle escape sequence. Uncle provides you with a random weapon to get through escape with. Otherwise, it is just entire goal of the game is to beat the 3 pendant dungeons, pull your pedestal for your Master Sword, and get Aga 2 or Aga 1 beaten, and pull the Triforce off of the pyramid. I have not played this mode myself, but it looks darn fun. And I should... Here we go.
This is one of the newer modes, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah. This has been around for a little bit, and it's played on occasion, but... There we go. There we go. We're off to an official start here. With Link's House, of course, being the mandatory start. And today we are joined by High Ruler, Hexodus, El Tigra, and Akuhaish for our restreamed runners. Thank you to them for doing that. And we're also joined by Lady Lorlinda for tracking, as well as Neobarium for tracking, and Professor Renderer for handling the restream. Thank you all very much. And wow, we have boots right off of the bat in Uncle's escape area.
Yeah, that's gonna make things nice and quick.
That will make escape a little less of an issue, and also a easier decision to go to desert as soon as you get access to it, just in case that torch is blocking something.
So we're getting a pseudo-casual boot seed start here, and I believe we do get the light cone right off the bat with this mode, and we will have Lamp's going to end up having to be somewhere out there in the light world, as we do need to climb the tower. Will be only brought logic with the lamp.
Yes, that lamp is supposed to be available pretty early. Fire Rod may show up as well. We shall see. Otherwise, pretty standard opening escape sequence here. Who knows what we'll find, but we have boots, so getting the bomb drop is not nearly as important. El Tigra having a little issue there.
Gets him down, though.
Yeah. And as you can see on the upper right-hand corner, they have one Triforce to find, and that Triforce will be on the pyramid after beating Aga. There will be no Moon Pearl accessible, there will be no General Dark World access, so all the items they need are going to be somewhere on the Light World.
But if we get something like Flute and Mitts, could we end up with something that we would need in Checkerboard Cave?
I do not... Gosh, that is a good question. That could very well be a thing, actually, because you can bunny walk all the way over to that. I didn't think of that, but that is a possibility. But essentially, to answer a question in chat, we'll go over settings really quick again. This is just a general escape sequence here. The goal of the entire thing is to beat all 3 Light World pendant dungeons, pull the pedestal, get your Master Sword, and then go and beat Aga 1. So there are going to be no more swords in the Light World available to our runners, otherwise they'd easily be able to sequence break Aga. There's going to be no cape to get up through Aga early at all. I don't know about pendant placement, though. I don't know if it's going to be vanilla mandatory or if it's just going to be random 3 pendants. Who knows?
We did see a map check oh so quickly, I think on Hexodus' side, but it was so fast I did not get a chance to see it.
Fast enough, I didn't even notice it. Holy cow. Now, I imagine everyone else will be checking it perhaps right after escape, but at the same time, do you necessarily care, I guess? There's only one potential useful item from that, being the green pendant Zaha turn-in, but other than that, the other pendants do not matter, except to pull the pedestal.
This pendant isn't anyway, where the seeds are randomized and the pendants don't matter.
Pretty much. And here we get our back of escape sequence. First up is High Roller, but quickly following suit by everybody else. And Flippers.
Oh boy, we're gonna have to farm for some Zora money with that.
Yeah. Oh, that is one check, but they don't need that many items. Okay, and what does the Cathedral have for us today?
Everybody coming out right at around the 535 to 540 marks. Everyone real tight coming out of escape. It's looking like it's going to be a good race here.
Definitely. I imagine most everybody's first trip is going to be towards Kakariko. With such item density, you could very well theoretically get in Gomo just from Kakariko alone.
Nothing important in Bonk Rocks, though. Just 10 sticks.
I hope nobody checks. Oh, are they gonna go up there just from pure muscle memory and go check what's on Lumberjack? Uh-oh, muscle. Oh, never mind. Hexodus takes the left. We're good. There's a mirror for High Roller, though, so that is pretty quick to hero access.
So looking here, it's Hexodus is with the Deadpool sprite. We got 2 variations on Lynx. And what is Akahesh's sprite here? Do we know?
I looked into that recently. That is the Burger Time character, I believe, because the only reason why I know that is because the Bunny sprite is one of the Burger Time enemies, I think.
It's great. I haven't seen that one before.
I have never used it, but I've seen Akahish use it a couple of times. And just about everybody getting into Kakariko at the same time. High Roller getting those rocks to get some bombs.
Game knowledge, knowing that you've got the boots, going almost in casual boots mode here, getting the sword from Uncle right off, and just taking the more common mode and muscle memory and through. At least no one's stopping up for Lumberjack, as you had said. So, and we got a fair amount. Was that hook shot?
That was Hookshot and also Samaria. I can't imagine Samaria will be too useful this seed, but that Hookshot may be their access. No, the mirror will be access, I guess, to Hero once they get up there, but that'll get access to East Death Mountain.
And there's our book in the back of well. That's your desert access. All we need there was there's your fire source in the well. Oh God.
Okay, where's the glove?
So we're a glove and a bow from Go mode.
Glove in about 8.5 minutes into the seed. And this could be a relatively short seed. These oftentimes, as far as I'm reading, come in the 30 to 45 minute range, so that is looking accurate so far. Another question from chat, why can't pendants be in Dark World? Well, the seed is limited to Light World access, so if you're opening Dark World, you're looking for a much longer seed that'll take a lot longer to complete, and a completely different set of requirements, and it becomes more of an average open. This seed is meant to be fast, so that you can quickly get your things to be able to beat the 3 dungeons in Light World and finish off the game.
There's our glove on library. We are a bow away from go.
Okay, well, they got a lot open to them right now with that lamp and hookshot. They can go up Death Mountain. They can go to Desert. I can't imagine Saha Eastern will be coming up.
Nah, I can't. I imagine that's going to be pretty. If Bo is in Saha Eastern, it's going to be. I'd bet pretty close to the last location for most of these runners.
It would be for me. So, think they're going to head straight towards South Shore and Desert?
Personally, I would be just going straight to Desert, start to clear the crystals you can clear, and if I mean, yeah, looking for the bow, you were 1 away from go, but if you find it in such a short race with such little variance, you know, I'd be personally going just to try to clear the dungeons and hope it's as jet can be. But we've got some divergence here. We've got some dam action. We've got some mini Moldorm action, and we've got El Tigre going up the mountain.
I think I'm with El Tigre in this situation. You've got Hookshot, you've got Boots. Hera will be very quick with Herapot, and you also have East Death Mountain. So you have very quick item density up there.
The answer, at least one of the two, because it's progressive bows. Akahaish finding it in Mini Moldorm Cave and is in go mode at 11 minutes and change.
Well, I would have been wrong. GG to Aku's choice there. So to answer a question in chat, Master Sword will be vanilla, so it will be located on the pedestal. There are no other swords that are reachable. There are no more swords in the pool. Logically. Out of logic, I don't know if they're still placed in the Dark World. I don't think that's a thing, but it could be. Well, we'll see if the other runners get lucky and find another boat elsewhere, but for right now, Akahaish is not going to be checking a whole lot. Confirmation from chat, they believe that swords and Moon Pearl and Cape have just been removed from the pool. So we'll see if Akahaish can pull off some NMG strats and shoot Landmo and bow shots. There's really not much else they've got to fight Landmo with, so other than that and Samaria.
We do have the long way with the fighter sword, but
yeah,
bow, if you can land the bow hits, it will be substantially faster.
And I don't know about you, I have not practiced that enough. I can occasionally get 1 or 2 shots off and then miss 18 times.
I can do it with silvers. Yeah, I can get the first hit, but trying to get any more than the first hit, that's just... I have not practiced that either. It's definitely an interesting feat watching the runners who are very well practiced at NMG just taking down Landmo with the bow, but we will see how Aku takes it on.
Looks like he's electing to go ahead and say heck with the bow and just go for some spin sword strats. Nothing wrong with that. It's consistent.
especially when you took the gamble and found Bo early, betting most runners might take a run like you were missing, we would have taken. So, this guy be feeling real good about being in go mode that fast.
I imagine so. He could could very well be done with the top runners here. We'll see if we'll see how he does.
Meanwhile, LT Gray picking up the first pendant of the game up in Hera. And looks like going back in for the basement.
Oh, could pay off if there's a bow there. We'll see. Otherwise, we have to see where High Ruler and Hexadus end up going after their desert. Do they go up Death Mountain, or do they go back down south to Mini Moldorm? Aku heading straight over to Eastern Palace.
And High Ruler using a combination of Sword and Samaria here to get the extra hits.
That's a tough one. I've started practicing that a bit, but that is a tough one that can really come in handy on Moldorm 2 when you're pretty low on resources. Okay, green pendants in tandem from Hexadus and High Ruler. And Altagra finds the Myths in Hero Basement.
That's not good. That's gonna pull further away from the gonna pull us further away from our a bow and South Shore with the mitts, because that does open up other possibilities if we find a flute.
It's very true. Thankfully, options are always going to be limited, but seconds count in this mode. But we're about to get our first check in Mini Moldorm, and meanwhile, Akuhaish has started their assault on Eastern Palace.
He's already found the big key, so we'll not need to go do the long loop, just head straight up.
And it looks like High Ruler and Hexadus are not doing Mini Moldorm. They're going to go up Death Mountain and maybe put off that bow for a little while longer.
Understandable, it's your densest checks. You've got access to beat Hera and to get all 7 items off the, or all 8 items off the other side of the mountain.
You
Can't blame
do.
them.
Yeah, nothing wrong with their checks, just happens to most likely, unfortunately, be the wrong ones. At least so far. Could be a bow again somewhere. That looks like Green Lantern for Hexadus's... Oh, I get it. Okay. For Deadpool, Green Lantern's the bunny sprite. Okay.
That's the flute over in Spiral Cave.
Well, hopefully that'll get him faster to South Shore.
And Tigray has already found the myths, so that might send him over towards Checkerboard Cave.
Yeah, it certainly can.
And King's Tomb.
Just a couple of blueberries. Looks like both Hexadus and High Ruler are setting up for Hirapot, doing 2 separate methods.
Yeah, I only learned the bomb setup myself. I was not If I'm not gonna have guaranteed, I'll always have bombs, and I'm always gonna have boots up here. And I will admit, I did not take the time to learn 2 setups for the trick.
Neither have I. I just don't have boots consistently enough up here to push me to learn it. And El Tiger with the activation of the flute. We'll see if they go like was said, if they end up going to checkerboard or somewhere else. And just like you thought... Oh, never mind. Oh, they haven't beaten Desert. That's right, they went straight up the mountain, so this is faster access to Desert in general.
Very true. And High Ruler and Hexadus with simultaneous Moldorm explosions, taking down the Enraged State, getting their second pendants each.
And looks like Akuhaish is all finished up with Eastern, making their way up Death Mountain to get that third crystal. Then they're just a head pull, and Aga one away from victory. I think I would have been in the majority with the restreamers. Unfortunately, I would have probably gone up Death Mountain and done Hero before even going to Desert, so I would have been in the same boat as them. No bow. And Hexadus trying to hover across the gap, and Paradox doesn't quite get it.
Runners that can pull those hovers off just really impress me. That is just so close, and it's just that being able to rhythmically press buttons that fast is just it's insane. The people that take the time to learn that.
I agree.
Do it consistently.
Very true. I can do it very inconsistently myself. I've done it a couple of times on Moldorm too, but if you ask me to try to go any other direction than down while trying to do it, I cannot do it. Okay, Akuhaish is going to pull the pedestal, and I imagine save and quit and head north from Link's house.
Yeah, we may see a sub 30-minute seed here.
Yeah, very much so.
So the all-important question we have here is, how many blue balls is Aga going to give us?
That's true. Any guesses from chat? We got a couple minutes until he'll be up there, but it'll be here before you know it. They got boots. And the flute activation as well. Mr. Scruff Ninja says all the blue balls, no specific amounts. Okay, it looks like we have High Ruler about to get into go mode. And Hexadus will be getting into go mode as well, not long after. And El Tigre checking checkerboard. Okay, High Ruler says no thank you to the rest of those checks and immediately leaves. Gonna flute over to 5 and head north, I imagine.
And just a piece of heart and checker.
Okay, midway up for Aku. And both High Ruler and Hexadus heading into Eastern. El Tigre is probably going to Mini Moldorm here pretty quick. Yes, El Tigre will be getting into go mode in a few seconds as well. Though pretty curious, they did find those flippers, and nobody went for flipper checks.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, but it's with having Bow and Mini Moldorm, you're almost always going to check Mini Moldorm before heading over and doing those flipper checks. It's, I guess when you're one item and you're trying to make a play, I can totally see it, but hard to pass up 5 items right here before the flipper checks.
And El Tigre gets into go mode at about 25:54. All 4 runners in go mode. Aku Heish with a little bit of a lead here. Going for Aga 1 right now. A little bit low on health though. Low health and no bottles. Gotta be careful. And El Tigre... I don't know if they know they're in go mode.
I would agree with that sentiment. And Aku pulling off the spin speed on the Aga stairs to get them a couple of tiles further.
There goes El Tigre. Making their way towards Eastern. Wonder if they activated their flute.
Yes, they have.
Oh, they're checking Aga. Oh, no, they're going to Eastern. Okay. I think it just took them a few seconds after finding that boat to realize that they were in go mode. And Hexadus... Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say muscle memory is strong for those that are accustomed to this type of seed. You're still thinking, what else do I need to get?
Very true. You're looking at your tracker, and it's looking pretty empty, and it may take you a few seconds to say, oh, gosh, I could clear all the light world dungeons. We're done. And Aku Heish takes Aga down. Only 2 blue balls today, as pointed out by chat. Okay.
That is a hilarious bunny sprite.
And get your GGs in chat for Aku Heish. Finishes overall in 2nd place with a time of 28:16 from racetime.gg. Finishing just behind Shire with a 28:05, so only behind by 11 seconds.
That's a close race.
Very, very close. Shire is a very well-known runner and very good at what they do, and Aku Heish only 11 seconds behind. Well done. And we are joined in chat by Aku Heish. GG to you. What'd you think?
I thought that was really fast.
Sub 29. Well done, and only 11 seconds behind first place. You played fantastic. Well done.
Thanks. Yeah, just got lucky with going where I went. That was it.
Yeah, you were the first and only person for a little while to go to Mini Moldorm, getting into Go mode, before even going into Desert, and everybody else went into Desert and went from there up to Death Mountain to do Hera and clear up Death Mountain. So that's kind of what made the difference here.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I was going to Desert, but I decided to go to Mini Moldorm first and go west for density of checks.
You know, it was a very good call. So how many of these kinds of seeds have you done?
One of the Discords I'm in, we do one of these a week.
Oh, so quite a few then.
Yes.
So what's your personal best in this sort of seed?
I think this seed right here.
Well done.
But around 35 minutes is my average.
That seems to be the consensus from my research. 30 to 45 minutes-ish seems to be average, but gosh, you are well below that.
Yeah, and it's all depends on item placement too.
Very true.
I was thinking flippers was going to be something, and they still could be. I never did find the hammer.
I don't think any of the other Restream runners have as well. I think somebody got as far as checking Waterfall Fairy, and I think it had a couple of heart pieces. That was about it.
Okay, so more safety stuff.
Pretty much. We did on Death Mountain find a flute, and in the back, and they also found mitts in Hera Basement, and that pretty much led to nothing.
Oh. Yeah, I just go moded Hera with the Hera pot.
It was a very quick dungeon. We got to chatting about other stuff, and suddenly you were fighting Moldorm.
Yeah, I figured.
Okay, just update everybody. Hexadus and Hyruler are both in their Aga 1 climbs, and Altagra is following not far behind. Hexadus entering their Aga 1 fight. Will be done momentarily with the 2 blue balls, I imagine, that Aku got.
Yep, relatively quick Aga 1 fight. Anything under 3 or 4 with Aga and the blue balls, I'm typically happy with. I figure it's so rare you get a perfect fight that it's like, as long as he doesn't get into that second lightning cycle, it's not so good.
Very true. Or that weird time that you hit the ball and return it at a weird angle and it just misses him and it causes 3 or 4 extra blue balls and you're like, oh gosh, darn it.
That's the worst.
Okay, Hexadus finishes off their Aga 1 and will be finishing momentarily. As Green Lantern.
That's a hilarious Ryan Reynolds joke.
I love it. Okay, let's get our GGs in chat for Hexadus, who finishes 3rd overall, 2nd on Restream with a time of 33:27. Followed pretty closely by Hyruler with a 34:11. Oh my gosh, I ruined it. Hyruler is just finishing up now. Apologies. I read that accidentally.
It's all good. You were only a few seconds early. And we are joined in the booth here by Hexodus. GG's.
GG's. That was interesting.
So give us your thoughts. What'd you think?
I think I should have followed my gut and normal route and gone south.
Yeah, Aku did that and ended up getting paid off with that bow pretty early. But everyone else on Restream went to Desert, immediately up Death Mountain.
Yeah, that was definitely the route, was hitting up South Shore before going to the mountain, skipping all that stuff, and failing your hovers twice.
I was saying in this in chat, I would have been doing exactly the same as 3 out of 4 of you. I probably would have gone straight to Desert and up Death Mountain and held off on Mini Moldorm. So can't blame you whatsoever with your choices for sure.
Yeah, Flute was nice. At least it sped up the end game,
Yeah, very true.
but totally worthless.
Yeah,
I was
where
debating
that
not even.
food?
It was a spiral.
Oh, yeah, I went up to Hera and that was it.
Yeah, no, good choice. Definitely good choice. Oh well. I was almost debating on turning in the green pendant. For the memes.
Why not? Absolutely. And of course, GG's to High Ruler as well. We'll see if they decide to join us for an interview as well.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
And
Five
Tigray
minutes.
taken down. Yep. And Tigray walking over, the last one of our Restream runners to go get that piece on the ledge.
All GG's all around then.
GG's to El Tigre, who finishes in 5th overall with a 35.56. GG.
It's a lot of fun though. It's very NMG-ish.
Looks like it. I never played one of these seeds before. I read up on it a little bit earlier today, and it looks pretty jet, but pretty darn fun.
As long as you hit the jet.
Very true.
Yeah.
All it takes is one divergence.
Yep. Yeah, I was debating on hitting up Mini Moldorm before going to Desert. Now I'm sad.
Oh, you did great.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Not used to fighting Landmolus without a bow. Or anything.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. We were wondering if Akuhaish was going to go with a NMG strat or sword strat, and went with a little bit of both.
I'm not used to going with regular bow up there.
Yeah, bow Landmolus is a little bit weird. I end up doing a hybrid where I'll bow and slash. I still prefer Fire Rod.
Yeah, I think we all prefer Fire Rod over that. And unless you run NMG, doing it with the bow can be a little tricky.
Oh, for sure. And we are also joined by High Ruler. GG to you.
Hello, GG. I messed up. I played too much ad keys, so I messed up in Eastern. Just went right past the first 2 chests, thinking I already had the big key. So,
Oh, yeah, that happens.
but if it had been in that 3rd chest, that would have been great, but it wasn't. So,
Yeah,
What was
it's
in the
always.
go ahead.
I was just going to say it's always the case. Yeah. If you
Yeah.
accidentally skip a chest or two, that's always the case.
Yeah, and I should have done Mini Moldorm with Dam and Desert, but I wanted to do it because I found flippers. I wanted to do Mini Moldorm with the flipper checks. So, unfortunately, that came back to bite me. So, because I would have been in go mode, like right then. So,
It's one of the curious parts I was wondering. I think it was El Tigre who decided to continue past after getting the bow and went and checked some water checks. Did you realize you were in Go mode at that time? Oh, El Tigre is not even here. My apologies.
Yeah, I was like, wait.
Oh, yeah, I thought we were interviewing him, and I guess not. I apologize.
But yeah, so that was that could have been so fast if I had found that. Gosh, I would have been able to skip so much, skip everything on the mountain, just finish Hera with a Hera pot, and I wouldn't even have had to open anything other than get the big key. So, but oh well, it is what it is. Sometimes you gamble and it doesn't pay off, and that's basically what happened.
You went with some high density, and it just didn't work out, unfortunately.
Yeah, but I mean, getting Mini Moldorm Cave was the smart choice because of the high density. I just skipped it because I wanted to get to Desert immediately in case Bo was in Desert. So I had enough to clear Desert and Hera, so I figured better to clear dungeons and get to the dungeons quick than keep doing Overworld.
Very true. And Hexodus, I apologize. I interrupted you there. Were you saying something?
Oh, I was just wondering what was in the third chest of Eastern.
Bombs.
Oh, okay. Because I would have been peeved if it was something good.
No. In these seeds, like for Lightspeed, there's rarely anything good. Sometimes you can find like Fire Rod, which would have sped up Aga Tower a bit, but because that one shots a lot of enemies. But that's about all. Maybe Hammer, but I mean, there isn't too much that's really good in the Lightspeed.
Yeah, I was hoping for Fraud.
Yeah, that would have been nice. I don't even think you're guaranteed to find Fire Rod, right? It's like there can be a number of things in the pool, but you're not guaranteed for any of them except for like Bow and something to get into Desert. It actually has to be booked for Lightspeed, so yeah.
Then a lamp somewhere.
Yeah, lamp always has to be there. Yeah, so.
Okay, well, any final thoughts from anybody on the seed that you'd like to say?
I mean, this was a really good seed, I think. I guess the worst part about it was that it gave you flippers, just kind of teasing you to go do flipper checks, but, you know, those, I'm assuming, had nothing, so. Yeah, so that's about the only thing that was negative about the seed. Other than that, it was really quick. Could have been easily under 30 minutes. So.
Yep.
Yeah, my only thing is I almost caught Shire in this one. Just
Almost.
15 seconds off.
Almost 11 seconds behind. You were close.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
How close that was.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and thank everybody involved here. So thank you to High Ruler, Akuhai, Shell Tigre, and Hexodus for all volunteering for being restreamed. We really appreciate it. You all did a fantastic job. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And Deep Fried, do you want to take us, finish us up here?
Yep, absolutely. And thank you to Nabidium Narwhal and Lady Laura Linda for tracking tonight. This was Speed Gaming 4, Lightspeed Daily. Next daily will be Sunday at 5:30, the weekly open. And that'll do it for us here on Speed Gaming 4. I am Deep Fried 87, my co-com Lana Bean. It's been a pleasure here this evening. And until the next time.
Good night, everybody.